Hello everyone and welcome back to Rolling Movie Recaps. Today we are going to do a recap of a TV show called The Rain from 2018. The show is about a virus that is carried by rainfall. It wipes out almost all humans in Scandinavia, but Danish siblings Simone and Rasmus take shelter in a bunker. 6 years later, they come out of the bunker in order to search for their father, a scientist who left them in the bunker but never returned. But before we start, be careful of spoilers for all the people who still have not seen this TV show. I hope you enjoy the video, so let's begin. The first episode starts with a girl named Simone, who is having a normal day at high school greeting friends, arriving late for a group exam and getting asked out by a classmate. Suddenly, her father shows up and whisks her away while warning the other students that they need to go home and stay inside as well. When Simone asks her father about what's happening, he tells her the rain is coming. Simone is obviously very skeptical about this. Her father takes all of them through a peculiar highway, as he must get the family to safety. Simone's younger brother, Rasmus, causes a commotion by refusing to put on his seatbelt. This distracts her father, and he almost causes an accident, creating a terrible traffic jam on the highway. Due to this, the family abandons their car and runs through the woods. Just as the rain starts to fall, the family makes it to a bunker that is owned by Apollon, the company Simone's father works for. As soon as they arrive, Simone's father puts on a hazmat suit and leaves again. He claims he is the only one who can prevent millions of deaths. Before he leaves, he makes Simone promise to take care of her brother no matter what, and that he may be the key to undoing the disaster. As the kids get settled into the bunker and their mother attempts to reassure Rasmus with hot cocoa, someone bangs at the bunker door. Their mother refuses to let them in, but Simone and Rasmus think that they cannot just leave someone outside to die, so they open the door. They encounter a sick man, who starts to pull Rasmus outside, just as their mother races to the rescue and pushes the man away. As she lurches outside, both of them convulse and scream in agony, because the virus acts very fast. Their mother is dead within a matter of seconds, and the kids close the bunker door in horror and grief. Having learned their lesson, the kids now heed the advice to stay inside. They try desperately to reach their father, but they fail. They grow plants, and they do many other activities, as 5 years eventually pass, but they have started to run out of food. Simone dons a hazmat suit and ventures outside to see what's happened during the years. They have been cut off from the outside world. The rain has stopped, but the streets are deserted. All she finds are abandoned cars and, at a nearby hospital, desiccated corpses. She returns to the bunker and tells Rasmus that they will leave tomorrow. There's nothing left outside, so their best option is to head for another Apollon bunker that has food and supplies. Rasmus is excited to see the sky again. That night, Rasmus awakes to an alarm signaling the oxygen in the bunker is about to run out. He drags a barely conscious Simone outside, only to run into a group of strangers who possess guns. It seems that these people stop the airflow in the bunker to force the siblings to come out. The strangers force the siblings back into the bunker as they follow them inside. Throughout the episode, we see brief, fragmented flashbacks of Simon's memories. She remembers her brother being sick and dying, her father deciding to use an unusual treatment on him. She remembers her father telling her mother that if the treatment works on Rasmus, the virus could help millions of people. Here the first episode ends. The second episode opens with an unspecified time in the past, after the rain started to spread the infection. We see an army vehicle with a group of young soldiers. They come to a bridge where a superior tells them they are not allowed to let anyone pass into the area. If someone refuses to turn around after being instructed to, the soldiers are authorized to use deadly force. Back in the present, the strangers push Simone and Rasmus into a room in the bunker and trap them inside. The strangers are looking for something, but they are unable to find it. Simone gets the attention of a woman named Beatrice, who tells her they are searching for food. Martin, the leader of the group, orders everyone to move on, but he is not planning to free Simone and Rasmus. But Simone gets Martin's attention. She tells him that there are other bunkers with food and shows him a map of them on a tablet. Martin wants the map, but before he can really see it, Simone smashes the tablet. The only way to get to the bunkers now is to rely on her memory of where they are. The group is starving, and the possibility of food at another bunker is tempting. so they take Simone and Rasmus with them. In another flashback, we see that Martin was one of the soldiers guarding the bridge against the infected. He is alone on duty when a woman approaches the area carrying a baby. Martin warns her to stop, but she continues into the restricted area. Martin knows he should shoot her, but cannot bring himself to do it. Then he hears cries for help over his radio. The woman walked into the soldiers' camp, and by the time he got there, everyone had died, including the woman. Scared and horrified, Martin runs away. In the present, Simone leads the group to another bunker. She and Rasmus slowly discover how much the world has changed. The strangers are getting annoyed with the siblings, as they are inexperienced about how the world functions in the aftermath of the infection, and they are skeptical that they were really in a bunker for the last 6 years. The group shows the siblings how to hide from gun-toting men in gas masks, who use heat-treating drones to find and kill anyone who is still alive. Simone tries to help a woman who is being chased by the men, but after Martin has killed them, the woman falls into a creek, causing Martin to shoot her. Simone is horrified, but Martin explains the water is still unsafe and any contact with it is deadly. If it touches someone's skin and they do not die immediately, they can carry the virus and infect many others. In other words, after years of dealing with the virus and seeing everyone around them die, Martin is not willing to take any risks when it comes to people's exposure to the water. The group finally reaches the other bunker, and they are thrilled to find a fully stocked pantry. To her surprise, while looking around the new bunker, Simone finds her father's mobile phone that is still charged. She finds a video message on it from her father's boss telling him that he must get to Apollon's headquarters in Sweden. Simone immediately shows Rasmus the video, and they decide that they will go to Sweden, where they are convinced they will find their father. This episode establishes just how thoroughly society has collapsed in the wake of the viral reign, a fact Simone and Rasmus have yet to completely accept. Nonetheless, Simone is determined to continue to protect her little brother at all costs. The third episode opens with another flashback. Martin and one of the members of his group, Patrick, are chasing the other 3 members, Beatrice, Lee, and Jean. This is when they all first met. In the present, Simone shows Martin a video message that indicates their father is at Apollon headquarters in Sweden, but the message is from years ago and Martin's heard rumors of cures before. He doesn't think it's worth leaving the safety of the bunker. Simone still has faith, though. She is determined to make the trip with or without the others. Martin gives her some instructions on how to get there. Beatrice discovers that Simone and Rasmus are gone. She and her original 2 companions go after them, despite Martin's discouragement. Beatrice and her group catch up with Simone and Rasmus as they enter the seemingly deserted city. At the bunker, Martin decides to go after Beatrice and the rest of the group. Some survivors attack them for their food, and during the chaos, Simone is separated from the other 2. Simone encounters a little boy who is starving and barely responsive. As rain begins to fall, she takes him inside the nearest building, where she gives him some food. The boy's father snatches him away from Simone. He explains he wants to go to Sweden because there's a doctor there who might be able to help, but his son is too weak to make the trip. Simone is compassionate and gives them more food so they can get there. Rasmus and Beatrice also find shelter as the rain starts. Beatrice tells her entire story of what happened to her during all of this. In a bedroom of the house are 2 decayed corpses holding each other. Rasmus comments that it appears Beatrice's parents liked each other. When the rain stops, the father and son leave their shelter, followed by Simone. They are quickly and brutally attacked by a band of hungry survivors. Simone slips away, unnoticed by all but one of the desperate strangers. Simone finds the rest of the group at the Burger King, where they were originally separated. They're about to leave when the stranger from the group who attacked the father and son appears in the doorway. He demands the group give him their food. He takes Rasmus hostage and holds a blade to his throat. Martin and Patrick show up aiming their guns at the man. He stabs Rasmus in the gut and runs away. Rasmus is screaming in pain as the group flees back to the bunker in order to save Rasmus. But when they arrive, they discover that someone is already there and the first aid cabinet is cleared out. They do their best to treat Rasmus's wound with limited supplies. Beatrice says she will watch him while Simone sleeps. In another flashback, Beatrice tells Martin that she has a secret. She points out a nearby house. She claims the house is where she grew up, where she was born, but she hasn't been back since the infection started spreading. Her story sounds familiar, but this is not the house she and Rasmus were in when she told him a similar story earlier. The story gets Beatrice the results she was after. Martin takes pity on her and decides her group will travel with him and Patrick now. In the present, Martin shows Simone a digital map Patrick found in the previous bunker. It shows a quarantine zone that he does not remember, and it looks like a wall. Martin speculates that this could mean that part of the country was walled off, and on the other side of it, people are no longer sick. All of them decide that they should all go there, and the episode ends. To watch more explanations of these kinds of movies, click on the thumbnails on your screen, and don't forget to share your thoughts about today's video in the comments section. Kindly like the video and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss any new video. And at last, I will say, stay safe, stay well. See you next time, and thanks for watching.